Hi ladies, my name is Jody Stein and I am an elite green presenter with Younique, and I have been with the company since July of 2015, so I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary. And when I was preparing of what to talk about for what got me to this point, I wrote down some notes so I wouldn't forget the points I wanted to tell you. The first one is, and I know Megan has always touched on this, and she actually posted a video in Boss Babes about being consistent. And I really feel like I have been consistent with my business from the beginning. When I joined, I actually didn't want to sell anything. I just wanted the discount, like probably a lot of us. And when I got the products, I obviously fell in love with all of them. And I just thought, well, if I really like these products, I want to share that with all of my friends. So I really started pushing my business probably in September. So I joined in July, but I really started pushing it in September. And what I did is, this is what I did in the beginning. I would post Monday through Friday, and I would take the weekends off. And when I would see my friends out in public, I wouldn't say one word, because I didn't want to become the girl who they backed away from and thought, oh boy, here comes Jody, she's just going to talk makeup. I didn't want to become that girl, and I still don't talk about it in public unless it gets brought up to me. If someone asks me about my business or mentions that they love my videos, I thank them and tell them how much fun I'm having, and I kind of leave it at that. I don't say anything else when I'm in person with somebody. I leave it all on Facebook, which is kind of nice. I've really enjoyed that part about Younique. I've actually been with direct sales since, let's see, since 2006. I was with a previous company, and I was with that company for, I believe, 8 years. And when I was done with that company, I kind of needed a break from the whole direct sale aspect of my life. So I did. I took a break, and I thought, I was enjoying my break, and I had no aspirations to get into this again. However, that has obviously changed because I really love what the company stands for. I obviously love our products, like I've said. And so another tip that I can share with you is when I do my Younique posts, I set those all to public. When I post an album about my kids, or I just posted a Mother's Day album with photos in it, I set those posts to my friends only. The reason it's really important that you want to do that, and I have seen some presenters, when I look at their posts, they're only set to their friends. So it's really important to set it to public, because whenever someone comments on that post, all of their friends are going to see that they commented on that post because it was set to public. And that just gets you more and more exposure. Okay, so that is another tip, is to set your why posts to public. Another tip I have is I started doing vendor events. And I can't stress enough how important that is to do one or several for yourself. You're going to meet people that you would never meet through Facebook, and it's a nice way that you can connect with them. I did an event about 40 miles from my town, and I had 2 girls come down specifically to that vendor show because they saw that there was going to be a Younique presenter at that vendor show, and they had heard about the makeup and they wanted to try it. So I gained 2 new customers just because I was at the vendor show, which I would have never met them had I not been there. So that's another great piece of advice, is to get yourself out there and start doing some vendor shows. You don't have to really know how to do it. My first one, I had no clue what I was doing, but I just went there and I winged it, and it turned out fine. And I think I stressed myself out more about the anticipation of the event than when I got there. It was just absolutely fine, and I had a lot of fun with it. So I highly recommend doing vendor events. And the other thing that I want to talk about is just to kind of use humor in your posts. I had taken a picture. I'm a huge YouTube I love YouTube, and ever since I've joined Younique, I constantly watch makeup tutorial videos, and my kids, think I'm crazy, and And my youngest son, who's 8, he will just be like, "Oh, Mom, are you watching another makeup video?" But I love it. So I like to, I was following this one girl, and she was talking about how we need to shave our faces. And I thought, that is ridiculous. Why would I shave my face? I don't want it to grow back. But I followed her advice, and I went to Amazon and I got the little, it's called a tinkle razor. And so what I did is I put my Younique headband in, I threw my hair up, I had no makeup on in this post, and I held the razor up to my face and I said, "It is time to shave your face, ladies." And I received a lot of comments on that, and people found it really funny and crazy that I would do that. So, but I'm telling you, if you haven't shaved your face, you need to. So if you need more information about that, let me know. And the other thing is, I had done a makeover, and I had left everything out on the table, and I ran an errand after I was finished, and I had come home, and my 11-year-old daughter said, "Mom, I made a video for you." And I said, "Oh, okay, well, let's check it out." So my husband and I watched it, and it was, obviously as the parents, we thought it was adorable and funny, but also it was actually informative. So my husband told me, he said, "Jody, you have to post that." So I did, and here was my 11-year-old daughter imitating her mom it was a lip bonbon video that she had done, and it's the most views and the most comments that I have received on a personal video that I have done. So obviously, ladies, they want to laugh, they want to be entertained, and that was entertaining for them. So if you have a daughter or even a son, maybe you want to encourage them to make a video for you. It worked. It was a lot of success for me. So that's another little tidbit. And then my last bit of advice is, if you have a significant other, if you're married, if you have a boyfriend, if you just have a really good friend, I always share my business ideas with my husband, and he is the one who always gives me feedback, whether it be negative or positive. If it's negative, he tells me what he thinks I should do differently, and I take his advice most of the time. He will tell you most of the time. But I really trust his opinion. I kind of call him my PR guy, because before I want to put something out there, I usually will email him if he's at work, and I say, "What do you think?" And then he'll tweak it a little bit for me. So that has been really helpful for me as well, is to include my husband in my business. And he's been so supportive of this, and my kids have been supportive of it. So I hope you have taken away something that you can use from my tips. And I'm sorry it got to be too long. I wanted to keep it under 5 minutes, but that's what happens when I start talking. Okay, if you have any questions, please message me. You can find me on Facebook under Jody Galestein. Have a great day. Bye-bye.